when applying for a visa to any country, there are two things that you must establish. And one, it is proof of funds, and then two, source of funds. Now, proof of funds, is simple. Most times, when people want to travel and they don't think they have sufficient money, they always invite friends or relatives to pay huge amount of money into their bank accounts just to show that they have money. Now, that is proof of funds. If you do want to travel abroad, or maybe even when you're applying for a student visa or a tourist visa, and then you want to show the immigration officer that you do have money, you have saved or you have gathered sufficient money for your trip, then that money that you have gathered and you have in your bank statement to show that, yes, I am traveling abroad, I have saved money, this is the money that I'm going to use to travel abroad. That is proof of funds. Having proof, of funds isn't sufficient. You need to prove the source of the funds. Now, what is source of fund? Your source of fund would be, for example, if you are a salary earner, it would be your monthly salary. It would be proof of where your funds or your income, comes from. My source of fund is that investment that I have that pays me periodically. My source of fund is that job that I have that pays me monthly salary. My source of fund is that family member that I have that gives me monthly allowance. So that is a clear difference. It's not sufficient to only prove that you have the money. You should also establish where the money came from or where the money comes from on a regular basis. That, my dear, is the source of funds. So these are two things that you must consider when applying for a visa. Don't just tell people to go paying huge amount of money into your bank account and you don't even have a way of explaining how that money came about. It's just sitting down there. They would suspect that, one, either you're lying, and then two, that the funds, they're actually not available to you. So yes, proof of funds is important, but you must also establish where that money, actually came from, which is the source of fund. Now, you would ask me, how can you establish this? This is why I always include a cover letter. You can include a cover letter by highlighting. Now, you would just highlight, the extra income, and then in your cover letter, you make all the explanation, in writing. And that's the best way, that I can advise you establish that. Because by the time they see it comes in periodically, and then your letter better explains, by telling them, okay, this is my monthly income, but I make additional income from here. I have highlighted them. You can see it, in number 4, 6, and 8. That's actually in pages 4, 6, and 8. That actually proves the source of funds. So I hope this was useful. Let's have your comments. If you have any questions, I would respond. So you have a good day, and thank you for joining me.